Today we'll talk about travel photography, photo travel. When we browse history, in the 18th century, Kodak was the main supplier of cameras and photographic products. So they have been selling their box cameras and it was popular. And they thought of doing something different, and they came up with a camera like this. This is very practical, portable, and this can be folded like this, and it's very easy to carry. You can put this in your pocket and go. In fact, they aimed at the travel photography. At that time also, I believe travel photography would have been very popular. That is why they came up with the idea like this, travel photography. After working for a long period, anybody will like to go out. That means go on a trip. Sometimes people used to travel alone, as well as mostly people like to go with crowds, maybe family, maybe with friends. But mostly those who travel alone concentrate on photography, travel photography and pictures. Those who travel with crowds, they are ordinary people. Sometimes they use maybe entry-level DSLR or entry-level mirrorless or a point and shoot. But most of the people nowadays, they have their mobile phone with cameras. They take pictures rather than taking phone calls with mobile phones. So mobile phone has become a small camera nowadays. So people take especially selfies and group photos. Those are the things mainly they concentrate about. But few people, they take pictures of sceneries or whatever, any photographs with pictorial value, they do. Only thing, how many of them do this travel photography pictures in a proper way? How many of they are doing it in a correct way? Let's discuss. Travel photography. There are two international bodies, those who govern creative photographic art. They are ESA, Photographic Society of America, and FIAP, Federation of International Photographic Art. So they have given definitions for photo travel together with other sections like open mono, open color, nature, wildlife, and so on. So photo travel is one of the sections in international photographic art. Let us see what this definition is. Travel photography is type of photography that may involve the documentation of an area's landscape, people, cultures, customs, and history. Photo travel pictures should maintain reality. That's one of the main conditions. You can do little levels, little curves, and even cropping is permitted. But things like HDR, high dynamic range, even traveling. Let's talk about the advantages what you have in mirrorless camera. The pentapresm what you get in DSLR has been eliminated. Not only that, the mirror mechanism and focusing screen mechanism, everything has been eliminated. Nevertheless, you have the interchangeable lens facility in mirrorless camera. That's one of the best advantages in a camera that you are using. As I said, you have interchangeable lens facility. So you remove your lens and keep. Also, once you remove the lens, you have to put the body cap. Let's see what are the important features that you get in a mirrorless digital camera. Here you have manual, aperture priority, shutter priority, program and so on. Then if you want to override the exposure, underexposure, overexposure, bracketing, everything is there. When you are using the mirrorless digital camera, you don't need to use it like this every time. Okay, so keep the camera away from your body and use the monitor behind this one. It's a swivel type monitor, so it rotates about 90 degrees. Some cameras have 180 degree swivel facility. So this will help you to take pictures without knowing anybody's knowledge. Nobody will notice you. Once it is kept separately, you hide the camera and just shoot. If you need any candid pictures to be done. One more thing. You can use silent mode in this camera. When at maybe crowded places. So camera shutter won't be heard to somebody, so it will be easy for candid pictures. The other thing is, don't carry too many lenses. You carry only two lenses, maybe two lenses, ranging from wide angle to very range. That's more than enough, because you can't be carrying many lenses. It's very difficult, and changing lenses you expect also you exceed problem, so very much easy carrying less number of lenses. And try to prevent using long lenses at crowded places, so that will stand you out. Is not that easy to get candid pictures to carry long lenses. Just because the size of the mirrorless camera is very small compared to DSLR, so this is hardly be noticed to others. So that's also a point for taking candid pictures. You are not carrying a big camera, you are carrying a small. Good pictures. Also, we are using white colored lenses like this, so that will be clearly shown to others. There is also a disadvantage if you are using these kind of lenses in public. Better to cover with large cover or use another kind of lenses, black lenses. Much better to prevent getting attention of others. Let's talk about the accessories that the travel photographer needs. We'll discuss the basic requirement you have a lot of things to carry, but we'll talk about the basics. Okay. Tripod is the best friend of the photographer, but tripod of this nature is quite long, quite big, so this may not fit your traveling bag, so don't go for a bigger tripod. Always what I recommend is tripod of this kind. This is very practical. Look at the size. You see the size of this tripod is about 15.5 inches, about 39 centimeters, so it's very compact. So you got to unfold it like this. Okay, and here is the center column. We go like this. Now also, if you are going for very low situations, you can just this also, like this, right. Other facility you have in this is you can remove one leg like this, and remove the head, ball head. So ball head will be fitted to the remote leg. This is a single column apparatus. We call it a monopod. So after buying one tripod, you have a tripod as well as a monopod. So monopod will be useful for taking pictures at crowded places like markets, cities, towns, everywhere. Because in a crowded place you won't be able to fix your tripod. It will be troublesome for others, so it will be disturbing others. So have a monopod. So buying this kind of tripod will serve you in two ways. It's dual purpose.